tiny, powerful, and surprisingly capable when it comes to active noise cancelling, and all of that at a fraction of the price of AirPods or Galaxy Buds. This is the TOZO NC9. Is it actually any good? Let's inspect. Hey, good to see you, Michael here. Today we're talking about wireless earbuds. Oops, these in particular. And we're going to focus on how many solid real-world features a smaller brand can pack into something that is genuinely affordable, yet turns out to be quite capable. In this video, you're going to find all the fact checks that you're looking for, plenty of real-life testing, and of course, my honest feedback after using them. And these are the TOZO NC9. Let's get started. Let's start with my comments about sound quality, because this is where the TOZO NC9 actually surprised me. First things first, ear tips matter. To get the best possible audio, you really need to use the correct tip size. If the seal isn't right, comfort suffers, but more importantly, sound quality drops noticeably, especially bass and isolation. TOZO claims a frequency response starting as low as 15 Hz, which on paper is impressive considering the industry standard usually sitting at around 20. Now, realistically, not everyone can perceive frequencies that low, but the bass presence is very real. The sound signature is clean and punchy with no audible distortion even at higher volume levels. Out of the box, I do have certain remarks about the high-end tones representation. They can sound slightly sharper, but this is partially fixable through the EQ, which we'll talk about in a moment. Overall, the audio coming out of these earbuds is easily comparable to much more expensive models, and without a doubt, sound quality is one of the strongest points of the NC9. Now, let's move on and talk about design and build, and I'll show you everything from the start. Unboxing is pleasant. Basic pack, some guidance, and this is everything which is fitting inside. The charging case is well protected, and inside you're gonna find the earbuds, along with several spare ear tips in different sizes. Everything here is plastic, but it's good quality plastic, and the charging case feels well thought out. One detail I really appreciate is the battery status indicator on the case itself. Yes, most smartphones show battery levels, but being able to quickly glance and know whether you need to recharge is sometimes really critical. Comfort-wise, they feel good inside the ear. They're also well protected against water. You can train hard with them without worry, and even swimming or short water exposure should be alright. I actually left both earbuds submerged in a bowl overnight, didn't notice any issues afterward. That said, even with water resistance, avoiding extreme conditions will always help extend their lifespan. Now, in terms of technical highlights, on paper, NC9 looks very competitive. Comes with 9mm dynamic drivers, wide frequency response range, up to 45 decibel active noise cancelling, strong battery life, Bluetooth 5.3 for stable connectivity, touch controls, and yes, a companion smartphone app. TOZO clearly follows a familiar formula, packing as many features as possible, and of all of that at a very aggressive price. And to be fair, this approach usually works. That said, you should never choose a device based purely on technical specifications on paper. Numbers don't always translate directly to real-world performance, but, well, here's the good news. The NC9 performs well where it actually matters. Before we move on to the software and the controls, there are two important things I want to highlight. The ANC first, which is usually something rather subjective, yet overall, with these buds, it's pretty capable. And no, it's not at the level of the AirPods Pro 3, but it gets surprisingly close for the price. It does a great job about isolating high-frequency noise, such as chatter, air conditioners, office hum, and it also noticeably reduces lower-frequency sounds, such as traffic or airplay engine noise, and yet doesn't affect the audio quality that much. As for the battery life, TOZO advertises up to 59 hours total operation time, but this is with the charging case included. The claimed 14 hours on a single charge is, in my opinion, rather optimistic. In real-world use, at around 50% volume, I'm getting 7 to 8 hours and a bit less with noise cancelling enabled. Still, even if it doesn't fully hit the advertised numbers, it outperforms the industry average, which is what really matters. And you can squeeze even more out of them, especially if you try out the smartphone app. It is simply called TOZO, and pairing is quick and painless. Inside, you're gonna get a solid set of customizations. For ANC, you can choose between several modes depending on your environment, and this actually makes a noticeable difference, so it's worth experimenting. I'm especially happy with the EQ selection. There's a good range of preset profiles, but you can also create and save your own custom curves. Normally, I skip showing you community section in smartphone apps, but here the community EQ presets are really good, and you can instantly try sound profiles created by other users and find out whether it fits your taste. There are two more features worth mentioning here: the low latency mode, which gamers are going to appreciate, and fully customizable touch controls. I recommend using the default controls for a few days, then adjusting them if something doesn't feel right. And yes, if firmware updates are released, this is where you're going to find them. Right, microphone testing the TOZO NC9 in a room with a bit of background noise because there's the vacuum cleaner drying up its parts. So you can now let me know, what do you think about the microphone quality? After saying so many superlatives, let's be fair and talk about the drawbacks. The microphone quality is not that remarkable. The touch controls may feel imprecise at times, there is no support for LDAC or aptX codecs, and a slight hiss can be audible when idle in certain conditions. But let's keep things in perspective, because this is a pair of $40 costing earbuds. At this price, the feature set is more than justified, and honestly, it's hard to imagine them being any better without costing more. No, you can't call them the best earbuds ever, and they're not replacing AirPods or Galaxy Buds. Comparing to those would be anyway unfair, but if you're on a budget and you want compact, really compact, because look at the scale, it's just amazing, with genuinely good sound and ANC, which is actually working, I think TOZO NC9 should absolutely be on your radar. And of course, if you want to grab more information about those and find the best possible deal about them, check the video description. And thank you very much for watching this video. Take good care. If you want to support my hard work over here, a like and subscribe go a long way, and it really helps honest, detailed and fact-checked reviews such as this one to reach more people. Thank you once again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.